I was definitely shaped as a writer by my dad. I'd say mostly when I was a very little girl, he read books to me pretty much constantly, up until the point where he taught me to read around the age of 4 or 5. And then he would take me to the library every Saturday and we'd pick out books, and I read voraciously, too much. My family would probably say I always had my nose buried in a book. And shortly after that, learned how to write and realized I can not just read these stories, I can write them. And started writing poetry and short stories and even novels, and I have been doing it ever since I was 5. The book is a coming-of-age story. It's about a young woman growing up in a small town, and it's not me, even though it may sound like it's me. She is trying to escape her past to a certain extent. There have been a number of things that have happened in her life that have shaped her and brought her to a place in her life where she feels she's at a crossroads and is wondering if she's going to allow her past experiences to define who she is in the future, if she wants to take her own path. And she's struggling, trying to figure out what the Lord wants from her and where she should go from here. I think that people should read this story because it's very real. I've talked about this a little bit before, but it's not a fairy tale ending. It's not a perfect ending, and yet I think that everybody can relate to living a life that is flawed and wanting so desperately to be somebody that makes a difference, and you want your life to be beautiful. I think everybody wants their life to be beautiful. And I think that Julia in particular is just somebody that everybody can relate to. She is this young, struggling woman who has had just crummy things happen in her life, and everybody can relate to that. And she wants so desperately to turn that around and to get out of some of the things in the past that have dragged her down. And I think one of the neatest things that the book brings to the table is that it offers a whole lot of hope without sugarcoating any of it, and without giving anybody a false sense of being able to pull yourself up by your bootstraps or to miraculously have some spiritual encounter that's suddenly going to make your life all right. And it is so important to have God in your life, and it is so important to draw on strength from that relationship. But Jesus never promised us a rose garden. He said, take up your cross and follow me. And I think that Julia takes up her cross admirably and leads a very beautiful life.